It seems like for so many creative people, this is a very creative time, but also time is slipping away.
Time is being stolen from all of us. Absolutely. Especially if you're 72 years old.
Does that weigh on you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. When you're really working, you really stay young. You stay young because you have to. But when you're just sitting around in your house, I think that old man time starts to get a hold of you.
Still, it seems that old man time has always been kind to Stevie Nicks.
It's a trip.
You can see it in her just-released feature film, 24 Karat Gold, The Concert, where she looks and sounds pretty much the same as she always did.
Come with me.
The movie will stream soon, but for the moment it's being shown in socially distanced theaters.
It's as close to a really big rock and roll concert in a big venue as you're going to get.
Please God on this day.
And it's not the only way Stevie's making herself heard these days. She decided to release her first new song in 6 years, Show Them the Way, as a call for action on the eve of the election.
Show them the way. Now there you go again, you say you want your freedom.
And now, some of her classic tunes are suddenly climbing the charts again, thanks to a cranberry juice-loving Idaho skateboarder who posted this video on TikTok. So, 4 decades after Dreams and Rumors came out, they're both in the top 10 again.
I know.
The videos inspired quite a few imitators, including bandmate Mick Fleetwood. And last week, this one from the lady herself.
This TikTok thing has kind of blown my mind. And I'm happy about it because it seems to have made so many people happy.
Stand back, stand back.
You could say making people happy has been Stevie Nicks' calling for the past 50 years or so. And after a career of platinum-selling albums and sold-out concerts, she became the first, and so far only, woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice.
22 men that are in twice for their solo work and being in a big band, and no women.
Until you.
Until me. So I feel that I definitely broke a big rock and roll glass ceiling.
And her backstory is just as legendary. When young Stevie dropped out of college to chase her musical dreams, her parents cut her off financially, so she waited tables and cleaned houses to support herself and her then boyfriend, guitarist Lindsey Buckingham. Were there moments when you were cleaning, you were like cleaning houses, scrubbing toilets, mopping floors? Was there a moment when you thought, ooh, I made a mistake?
No. No, because I was doing that to support my music pals, Lindsay and some other friends too, that didn't have hardly anything. So I was the one who actually was able to pay the rent and pay the money to keep our toilet running. And so it's like I didn't mind at all because I did not expect my boyfriend Lindsay to get a job because what in the world would he do?
So you had to be the one.
It was all about me.
By the time she became a member of Fleetwood Mac, she almost expected to be underestimated. So she had an arrangement with the group's other female star, Christine McVie.
Can you hear me calling out your name?
You two stuck together through thick and thin and really had each other's backs.
Yeah, we did. And Christine and I, we made a pact at the very beginning that if we were ever in a room of super famous guitar players that didn't treat us with the respect that we thought that we deserved, that we would just stand up and say, this party's over. and we would walk out.
And did you have to do that?
We never actually did have to do that. So that was a nice surprise. We never had to make a scene.
And their friendship endures. Stevie Nicks' romantic relationships seem to be more of a challenge, but they inspired some great music.
Baby, you come knocking on my front door.
Have you had a great love in your life?
Yeah, 3. But it's not easy to be Mr. Stevie Nicks. Even if you happen to be Mr. really famous rock star guy.
So Lindsay falls in that category, the great
Oh,
loves?
absolutely. Well, not exactly. Lindsay has his own category. Lindsay was my great musical love. That's different.
And it all comes down to you. Well, you know that it does well.
Stevie Nicks' dad once told her she'd never marry because her music would always come first. He was wrong. She married once, briefly. But Dad was also right. For Stevie Nicks, music will always be her true love.
When I'm 90 years old, I don't want to be laying in my big, gorgeous bedroom and, with music playing and 15 little Chinese crested dogs and going like, oh, I'm so brokenhearted that I didn't find the one. And then I would have to answer myself and say, yes, but you did find several the ones who you wrote really great songs about. And that's why you're living in this absolutely spectacular house with everything that you want and anything that you could possibly want to buy. And it's like, so maybe this is just all the way your dad saw it when he said, Stevie will never get married.
And the way it's supposed to be.
And the way it's supposed to be.